Alrighty, guys and gals, it's mid-January, riding season's nowhere in sight, and well, I figured I'd make a short little video detailing what I've been doing to the Super Duke right now. A little bit of cleaning, inspecting, tidying some things up, cleaning all the parts, doing some maintenance related stuff like oil changes, changing out the air filter, and adding a few knickknacks here and there. So they call these bikes naked bikes, but this one's truly naked right now. So far, I've got the all the handlebar and control areas cleaned, the headlight area cleaned, the forks, the fork dust seals, and the lower fork legs. I still have to detail the calipers and clean them. Looks like I got enough brake pads for another year of street use, but we'll see about that. Just recently, I fitted the Hyper Pro steering damper. You can kind of see it in there. If you look up in there, it was highly recommended, although so was the Mupo one. But I decided to go with Don Clark's recommendation and go with the Hyper Pro one. So that one's in there. I'll fiddle with getting that set. While I had the radiator guard off, I cleaned out all the radiator fins. I got one piece of gunk right in there that I need to get out, but for the most part the radiator's been cleaned. Over here you got the BST carbon fiber rim, waiting for a new tire to be put on that. The rear rim is at a buddy's house. I'm having to repaint the flange. I had painted it myself last year with Colorite KTM Orange Pearl, and stupid me, I used an impact to take it off this year and I fucked all the paint up. So that's that. So moving around here, you can kind of see over there the table of parts that I've assembled of taking off the bike in preparation of inspecting it and cleaning it. Obviously here you got the gas tank, you got the radiator, shrouds, fairings, an old dirty Rottweiler dome filter. It's got a small little pinhole in it right there. It doesn't go all the way through, and I got about 2 years out of this, so I'm going to be ordering 2 new ones. One to have on the bike and then one spare to have oiled and ready to go. If you look here, we got 2 Roddy 80mm stacks and their intake. I did some dyno testing with a combination of an 80 40mm stack, 2 40mm stacks, and yeah, the 2 40mm stacks made some great horsepower compared to any other combination, but the torque kind of suffered. So we kind of agreed to go back with 2 80s, and I'm happy with the way the bike feels. Right here you got the tanks around, gas caps around. That'll be getting replaced by the Acra carbon, the matte carbon fiber, as well as I will be replacing the front portion of the fender with the Acra matte carbon fiber item. Just recently got in touch with somebody on Super Duke Carnage, and I will be getting the seat cowl in a matte twill that actually is pretty closely matched to the Acra weave. So here you got the R&G radiator protector, R&G front axle slider, the anti-gravity AT12 BS12 lithium-ion battery. Great battery. Thing is mint. A lot of weight savings. Here's the back portion of the RS22 exhaust system. Full titanium. I'm running the longer inserts in it. I don't know. To me, I can't tell the difference. Thing's still loud as fuck. It hurts. One of the cool additions that I got over the year that's gonna replace my toolkit, or most of my toolkit, is this We're a little tool pouch, and I got this recommendation off of watching Del Boy videos, and I added some bike specific sockets that I'll need to the kit, but it's got a really cool flex head ratchet, a wobble extension, a regular extension. I added this coupler so I can use the bigger size sockets. Comes with a whole array of Phillips and torque bits. So this will pack up nicely and sit in the back of the bike and kind of reduce the mess of tools that I carry. One of the problems was when I was cleaning the bike down, I had noticed that my KTM tool bag had ripped unbeknownst to me, and a flat blade screwdriver and a torque bit had wedged themselves way down in the wiring loom down in there. You could barely even see it, and I'm very lucky it didn't pierce any wires and cause any shorts or anything like that. So that was very fortunate that I found that. There's your ECM, ECU, whatever you want to call it. Nice little tray here that covers everything. As you can see, the bike's pretty well torn down. I got a lot of stuff off of it. Like I said, the rear tire is at my buddy's house getting painted. I did some minimal cleaning underneath here. I want to maybe get that gold carbon fiber heat shield tucked in a little bit better. There's the mount for the RS22 exhaust system. These passenger peg brackets are from Austin Racing. They allow passenger peg use with the RS22 system. They work pretty good. I don't know of anybody else that's got the orange sleeve on them. I don't know, he kind of offered a decent deal to me on them, and Richard's been pretty good with me. Actually excellent, so I have no complaints with him. Moving on, down here we got the EvoTech clear clutch cover with the orange anodized pressure plate. They offer this in orange, but I felt having that all orange would take away from the look of the bike that I was going for. It's a black bike with orange accents. I didn't want to make it into an orange bike with black accents. I will be getting the orange anodized slider that EvoTech makes for right there. That'll give it another little touch. Another addition that I have on the bike is the EvoTech frame sliders. Seriously heavy-duty piece of equipment. Very well engineered. Comes boxed magnificently. Looks like a pair of jewels that you're getting. Can't recommend their products more. If you see in there, I got the Rottweiler SAS block-off plates. Did some cleaning on the radiator and the ABS area. And one of the problems that I found was, if you can see in here, that screw is one of the 3 screws that holds the radiator side panels on. And behind it, that chrome looking piece, that's like I call it a pressed in well nut. I don't know if that's the exact name, but it's not supposed to spin. Somehow or another this one spins. And it made getting that bolt out of there crazy, because everything would just kind of spin as one unit. So I eventually got it out with some pliers. So what I'm going to do is probably add a little bit of JB weld to the radiator bracket and the well nut, and that should solve that problem. Moving on, we got some adjustable, foldable AR Racing levers, although I do know that those are rebranded TVMs, I think. Either way, I like them. They function good. They went on well. Moving back to the front, we got the European spec, significantly smaller LED directionals. Cleans up the whole front of the bike. Makes it much narrower. And next week I will be ordering the custom printed bracket and 690 windscreen. That is probably, in my opinion, the best looking one on the market. Every other one, I don't know, it just looks like shit to me. And I'm coming to the conclusion that I need a small windscreen, because $160, $165, right around there, it becomes really difficult to hold on to it, and ducking in behind this little screen does little to nothing for me. I know I got some power, and I know I got some balls, and I ride with a guy with a ZX14 that's been mildly breathed on, and from the jump I can keep him close, but right around 150 he starts stretching his legs, on that bike, and if I had better wind protection, I think I could kind of stay a little bit closer than I have been with him. So that's one of my goals. See if a windscreen is going to help me on that. Another AR lever there. Again, I cleaned some of the frame, cleaned the shock spring, got the Acura rear hugger back there with just a few stickers there. I'm not a big sticker fan, so I kind of like to put them in an area that are not well seen, but you see them if you look for them. I painted the rear sprocket hub, although Eurotech offers a very, very nice orange anodized piece to replace that. So I'm probably going to replace that with some black bolts and nuts as well. Don't know if I'll do it this year, but it's a possibility. Still got some more cleaning to do on the underneath of the swing arm. I got to clean some of the engine. Let's move my phone charging cable. We'll take the little blanket off. You can see the open throttle bodies. Nothing in them right now. We could probably pop one open. Take a look down there. Can't really see much. Don't have much light, but everything looks really, really clean down there. No carbon deposits. There's some of the front of the bike. I'm not running any of the air deflectors or anything like that Rottweiler supplies with his intake kits. Real bitch to put on. I know some people have done it successfully, but I threw mine in the rubbish. Here I'm running the quad lock phone mount, and that phone mount right there basically is what caused me not to order the Rottweiler Scott steering damper that mounts right there. I've used Scott's in the past, loved their products, loved the way it looks on the Super Duke, but it would have fucked up my phone mount. I usually mount my phone horizontally right across the bottom of the dash. It kind of makes it look like there's a stacked dash effect. So for me, style overcame performance, although I'm not going to discount how the Hyper Pro steering damper feels until I get it out on the road. Here are CRG lane splitter mirrors with the Rhino Moto bar ends that kind of allow you to adapt those mirrors. Again, Eurotech frame sliders. And one more view of the table over here. Whole part full of tables. Like I said, whole table full of parts. Like I said, I'm going to be getting 2 new foam filters from Roddy. Probably going to be ordering the Evotech orange anodized clutch cover saver, if you will. The fly screen, the 690 fly screen. I will be ordering the carbon front fender from Acura, as well as the carbon gas cap and tank surround, as well as the carbon rear hugger. So for me, I'll have matte carbon here, a matte carbon piece right here on the tank, and then when you look down right on the fender, there'll be a nice matte carbon finish there. So I think it'll tie in all pretty well, considering with the matte carbon Acura hugger. And I don't mind this wire. This is just a phone charging wire that I run from the back up into the front. So when I have the phone mounted, I can just plug the phone in right there. And yeah, of course, I had to get it in an orange to match the bike. Let me cover up those throttle bodies again. Lay that over there. No little kids in the house, but you just never know when something's gonna kind of fall down in the hole. So yeah, that's a naked bike. That's truly naked at the moment. And I did this last year, at the end of last year. Nothing physically wrong with the bike other than just cleaning and maintenance items. I've always done it with my dirt bikes. I figure the more attention you spend to a bike, the more you inspect it and clean it, the quicker you're going to find problems and deal with them before they become major problems. Looking down here, you can kind of see the S pipe that comes up through the swing arm for the RS22 system. Go down here, you got the whole ceramic coated black titanium headers. They kind of snake their way up and through. I got some gold heat tape on the relocated brake reservoir. I removed, obviously, all the brake servo equipment and lines, and there's a bracket there, and I used the nut from the servo, so it didn't cost me anything to relocate that there. But other than that, really not else planned. Just a thorough cleaning and a thorough waxing, and we'll get it looking good again. I like the bike to look kind of brand new every spring when I take it out, and right now it's not looking so bad. It's gonna take a while to get all the parts in. You know, I can't order everything at once. I wish I could. I mean, a fucking thing of oil and filters, the oil's like $55 and the 3 filter piece is $60. But that shit's critical, so I will be ordering that. You can't skimp on oil. Even though it's full synthetic, I tend to do the oil every 3,000 miles. I know I'm wasting money. My parts dealer says I'm wasting money. The mechanics at KTM, my local KTM, say I'm wasting money, but oil's cheap. Engines, they're not. So I'd rather spend the money on the oil, bitch about it, and know that I got some good protection in there. So here she sits, completely naked, kind of lonely, and just kind of waiting for reassembly. Again, not really many performance parts going on this year. Just basically cleaning and maintenance items and a few appearance items. Still kind of waiting for a elusive supercharger kit to come available. And once that does, I will do a full video build of that going on. I'm pretty sure I can handle the install myself. But yeah, so there you go. Here's the 2017 KTM Super Duke, kind of fully apart. As you can see, I fucked up the whole Eurotech nut using the impact, taking it off, even though I had paper on it and tape on it. So I'll probably either try to just touch that up with some touch-up paint once it's tightened, or order a new one. I'm not sure. All I know is it really angered me. I will be taking that sticker off. I will be taking that sticker off. That sticker off. And the 2 stickers that are on the inside of each brake caliper. I will put the frame stickers on a nice little plaque and put them in the official KTM manual book, along with all of my receipts that I have laminated. And I don't think this bike will ever get sold, but if it does, I think the new owner will definitely want everything and anything that came with the bike. One other little thing, you can kind of see that I took off the chrome badges off of the radiator shrouds. I think it looks much better. Again, with a bike this black, you know, the term murdered out is a little overplayed, but when it's all together, when it's cleaned, when it's waxed, when it's really, really glossy and shining, a lot of people comment on the bike when they see it. And I try not to be a vain person. I'm a pretty quiet person, but nothing makes me happier when people come up and kind of drool over the bike and what's this, who did that, who built this, blah, blah, blah. And for the most part, I can say, yeah, I did it, bought it, and changed a lot of things on it. The bike was late delivery to the U.S., and on this very table, before the bike was even in the United States, I had a full Austin Racing exhaust, full set of carbon fiber BST rims, the battery, the radiator protection, the full Rottweiler kit, the full SAS delete kit and canister delete kit. I had a lot of parts before I even had the bike. It was a big leap of faith. And truth be told, with the amount of time and delay that it took getting the bike and the constant back and forth with my dealer with no clear answers, if I didn't have all the parts that I had assembled, I probably would have went with the Aprilia Tuono. I guess I'm glad I didn't. So that's my video. Let me know what you think. I mean, again, the bike really isn't special. It's just a 2017 with a shitload of parts thrown at it, a little bit of dyno tuning and performance upgrades, but yeah, I'm very happy with it. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you got any other ideas for videos, please let me know and I'll try to do something. Alright guys, gals, have a great night. Let me know what you think. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more stuff, hit the subscribe button. And we'll see if I can get more than 59 subscribers. Alright, talk to you later guys. Have a great night.